Hello, guess who and guess what? Well, the guess who is me, Robbie Susan Chandler, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Quincy, Florida, right outside Tallahassee, Florida. If you like to attend classes instead of doing everything online and you live in the area, I'd love for you to come over and attend my in-person classes. I hold classes every 2 weeks on a Sunday afternoon, Monday afternoon, Thursday afternoon, and Thursday evenings. So like I said, come on over, just let me know. So let's see what the what is today. Well, we're going to do Christmas today. And here's the card we'll be making with the head upside down. There we go. And this one's made with the beautiful Peaceful Greenery Embossing folder. And also the Peace on Earth dies. So let's take, let me show you the inside. I have a piece of basic white inside, and the inside is stamped with cherry cobbler, because my cardstock's cherry cobbler. And the cinnamon, actually, this one came from Perfectly Plaid, which is a retired set, but I'm sure you have plenty of sentiments in your stash you could use. And then the little ornaments came from this new Jar of Joy set that's current right now. So that's the inside. Now it was cut, let me show you that. I started out with a piece that was 5.5 by 4 1/4, and I have just been using these dies over and over and over. These are called the textured note dies, and they make all these great designs. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, there's like 9 different sizes. I don't know how many I have in here. No, that I've been using them all. But they're really cool because they leave this design around the edge, which makes things look a little bit better. This one actually have already stamped, so there you go. But you see this side, I think this kind of is a weave look. But anyway, I love this die set. You might need to check it out. Textured notes dies. So that takes care of our inside for the moment. Now let's go back to the front and see how we do this front. To begin with, we need a piece of cherry cobbler. It's 11 by 4 1/4, and you score it in the middle at 5.5. So this is our card base. And then the first layer on top is a piece of silver foil, any silver foil you have, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. And then I took the Peaceful Greenery embossing folder and embossed the piece with it. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? I just love this. So this is our front piece, and I have adhered it. Now let me give you a little hint on this embossing folder. You see I have the word gray plate. This is the gray plate I keep talking about every time, and it's actually our plate number 4, and it's a specialty plate in the catalog, and you have to look for specialty plate. Now if you order our cutting machine, you will get this with it, but this is the one. See how thick it is? And this is all you use. You just use your embossing folder, your platform, and you put this on top. Don't use any of the clear plates or it'll be too thick. So this is that embossing folder. So like I said, I've already adhered that to the front. Let me move this. Alright, let's see what else we have on the front. All these other pieces are cut from the Peace on Earth dies. So our middle piece that has Merry Christmas is a cut with a die from that. Now this set actually has two, I have them over there, 2 of these sizes. There's a bigger one that's this size, and then this one that would layer inside if you wanted to cut 2. But I decided just to use this one and let it layer itself on top. In fact, let's just go ahead and layer it right there. Now I stamped it in Versamark, and I used silver embossing powder to match my silver foil. Oh, come on, don't stick where I don't want you to. There we go. And the sentiment was also from Perfectly Plaid. But any Merry Christmas you have, I use this one, would work right there in the middle. Okay, so there's another step on our front. Let me get that die out of the way. Now we have some dove. And there's 2 of them here. I can get my fingers on them. And they look like this. Now, I've been telling my class members, and then here are the 2 little leaves, but I've been telling my class members, in church a couple Sundays ago, the preacher talked about baptism, and he was telling the story about when John the Baptist baptized Jesus. The heavens opened and a dove came down. And it was the Spirit of God, and he landed on Jesus' shoulders, and he said, "This is my son in whom I am well pleased." So I never really had figured out the significance of the dove until that sermon at church. So here's our dove. So let's put them down. Let's see, I put this one up here. And I just put my dimensionals on the wings because we could put a little glue on the body, but he's going to actually be sitting right there on the edge of this corner. So let's just put this here. Now, while I've got him there, I'm going to slip this piece of greenery. Just put a few little dots here and there. I mean, it's just a little piece of cardstock. It's not like you're gluing down a semi. You know what? I put the glue on the wrong side, so I'm going to put this one down here. So this one goes along here. And let's go ahead and put our other dove there since we're working on that end. But yeah, all three of these dies came from the Peace on Earth dies. You get your little, let me get the glue on the right side this time. You get your little greenery here, and you get your dove and your middle die that you can cut out. There's also some stars in the set, and another smaller leaf. So you'd have a choice of a large one and a small one. Okay, well there we go. How about that? I'm probably going to make a bunch of these for my Christmas cards because this was a pretty quick and easy card to make, and it doesn't require a whole lot of supplies. So here's our Christmas card with the Peaceful Greenery Embossing folder, our sentiment. I hope you like this card. I hope you like the video. If you could please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share. If you need a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. If you'd like to be on a team and you need a team member, I'm here for that too. So until next time, happy crafting.